What is up, guys? Berserk Titan 99 here, and welcome back to another video. On today's video, we're going to be reading the announcement made by Warner Brothers that they are going to make new Lord of the Rings movies, which are going to be so very awesome. I love the Lord of the Rings trilogy. They are one of my favorite trilogies of all time, and they are some of my favorite movies of all time, and I just love the story that Tolkien told in the books, and I love Peter Jackson for bringing that lore, bringing that lore to life on the big screen. And the Lord of the Rings movies are masterpieces. All three of them are masterpieces. All three. And when I've heard the announcement that they're going to make more Lord of the Rings movies, I'm so excited by this. And I hope all of them are better than Rings of Power. I bet all of them are going to be better than Rings of Power, for sure. And even though I think Rings of Power is a good show, but it can be better, and it's got to do better with establishing more of the Tolkien lore. And yeah, I'm just so excited by this announcement, and heck yeah, let's get to reading. All right, so the Lord of the Rings movies is heading back to the big screen, which is awesome, with Warner Brothers announcing that new films set in Tolkien's Middle-earth are in the works. Heck freaking yes. Yes. I am just so very excited by this. And yeah, let's continue reading. All right. Warner Brothers and New Line Cinema will be journeying back to Middle-earth, with the studios jointly announcing that new films in the Lord of the Rings franchise are in the works. Per the Hollywood Reporter, Warner Brothers and New Line have closed a multi-year deal with Embracer Group AB, which holds the film, gaming, merchandise, theme parks, and live-action productions rights to The Lord of the Rings. Announced during Warner Brothers Discovery's recent investor call, the deal will allow Warner Brothers and New Line to develop new features based on J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings books and The Hobbit, which are going to be so fantastic. The upcoming films are not expected to be remakes of the previous two film trilogies, but instead will show fans of the franchise new corners of Middle-earth. The new deal does not include the TV rights to The Lord of the Rings, which are currently held by Amazon. Great. I wish that Warner Brothers and New Line would make a deal with Amazon to get some of the Lord of the Rings TV rights, because even though I think I've said this at the beginning, but Rings of Power is a good show, but it can be better. It can be better. And if Warner Brothers and New Line gets some of the TV rights, I bet some of the shows that they'll plan in the future are going to be better. I bet they are all going to be so much better. And yeah, 20 years ago, New Line took an unprecedented leap of faith to realize the incredible stories, characters, and world of The Lord of the Rings on the big screen. The result was a landmark series of films that have been embraced by generations of fans, but for all the scope and detail lovingly packed into the two trilogies, the vast, complex, and dazzling universe dreamed up by J.R.R. Tolkien, one of my all-time favorite authors, because he tells such a masterpiece story. And I wish J.R.R. Tolkien was alive today. I wish that he'd make more books, but that's just me. And J.R.R. Tolkien, one of the best fantasy authors of all time. dreamed up by J.R.R. Tolkien, remains largely unexplored on film, said Warner Brothers. Film bosses Michael De Luca and Pamela Abdi, in a statement, the opportunity to invite fans deeper into the cinematic world of Middle-earth is an honor. We are excited to partner with Middle-earth Enterprises and Embracer on this adventure. Well, I gotta say, this is the most exciting news that I have ever heard, because I love the books, I love the movies, I've read the Silmarillion, and I think I've read The Hobbit, and just overall, yes, and yes. I am gonna be so excited for the new Middle-earth movies, which are going to be amazing overall, and heck yes. Alright. Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings trilogy. Set in the fictional world of Middle-earth, Peter Jackson's The Lord of the Rings trilogy, consisting of the epic fantasy adventure films The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King, follows the hobbit Frodo Baggins, played by Elijah Wood, as he and the Fellowship embark on a quest to destroy the One Ring. To ensure the destruction of its maker, the Dark Lord Sauron, produced and distributed by New Line Cinema, The Lord of the Rings is widely regarded as one of the greatest and most influential film stories ever made. Jackson also wrote and directed the Hobbit trilogy, An Unexpected Journey, The Desolation of Smaug, and The Battle of the Five Armies. Both trilogies were massive commercial successes, together grossing over $5.8 billion worldwide at the box office. So, once again, I am very excited to see what Warner Brothers has in store for the Middle-earth universe, and yeah. In addition to the new Lord of the Rings films, New Line is in production on a standalone animated prequel film, The War of the Rohirrim, which was first announced in June of 2021. The film will be set 183 years before the events depicted in The Two Towers and follow Helm Hammerhand, which will be played by Brian Cox, a legendary king of Rohan who must defend against an army of Dunlendings. The War of the Rohirrim's cast also includes Gaia Wise, Luke Pascalino. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but I don't know. Lawrence Ubong, I don't know. Sean Dooley, and Miranda Otto, with the latter reprising her role as Eowyn. Oh, that is really awesome. That is just super awesome that the actress that played Eowyn is gonna reestablish a role, with the latter reprising her role as Eowyn from the live-action film trilogy. The Lord of the Rings trilogy is currently streaming on HBO Max. It's also streaming on Netflix and Amazon as well. And yeah, I gotta say, guys, I am excited for this prequel film, this animated prequel film, which would take place 183 years before, wait, what was that again? Okay. Before the events in The Two Towers, and I bet that it was going to be so freaking awesome. And yeah, I want to see the War of the Rohirrim movie, and I want to see it now. I want to see it now, guys. I want to see it now. Please, 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 please. I am just so very excited that Warner Brothers and New Line are going to make new Lord of the Rings movies, and I hope there's going to be a future announcement for some of the titles for the new Middle-earth movies. And yeah, thank you all. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you're curious. I am currently trying to make it to 50 subscribers, and once we make it to 50, I'm gonna give you guys a house tour. I'm gonna give you guys a tour of my house, every room, nook, cranny, and yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a really amazing house tour. All right, so thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you're curious. Like the video. Comment your thoughts. Follow me on Twitter. Join me in the Berserkers Barracks on Discord. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!